Hi, my name is Karen Kolbe, and I'm coming to you today as Mother Goose. I've brought my friend Feathers with me. Feathers really likes to have stories read to him, and I like to read. I hope that you like to read and listen to stories too. Today I'm going to read a fairy tale. We have to remember that fairy tales are stories that are not true. They are just fun to listen to. And I think you're going to like listening to this one. This story is called The Frog Prince. Once you could always find the princess alone, playing with her golden ball by the pond on the castle grounds. One day she missed her catch, and the ball landed in the pond, and it sank. The princess didn't want to wade in the water and get the ball. She didn't want to get wet, so she began to cry. A small green frog asked, "What will you give me if I get the ball for you?" "You can have anything you want," she said. "What I want is simply to be your friend. I want to sit with you at supper and eat from your plate. I want to listen as you read aloud from a book and to sleep on your pillow after you kiss me goodnight." Well, the princess was sure her father, the king, would not welcome a warty old frog to dinner, but she promised anyway. As soon as the frog brought her the golden ball, the princess skipped away to the palace, ignoring the frog's ribbity, ribbity cries to wait for him. By dinner time, the frog had hopped all the way to the castle, where he called out to the princess. "What would a frog want with you?" the king asked his daughter. And so the princess told him that she had promised the frog that she'd be his friend if only he would return the golden ball to her. "A promise made is a promise kept," said the king. So the frog joined the royal family for dinner. He ate from the young princess's plate and drank from her cup. After dinner, the princess read to him from her storybook. Much to the princess's surprise, the frog was good company, and they passed a pleasant evening together. At bedtime, the princess carried the frog upstairs and set him on her pillow. But she had no wish to share her pillow with the frog, even a nice frog. So she said, "You may sleep on my pillow. I will gladly sleep here on the floor." She kissed him on his knobby head and said, "Good night, my dear froggy." At that instant, the frog turned into a handsome prince. The princess could not believe her eyes, but the prince explained that a witch had put a spell on him, and the princess was the first to break it with a kiss. Now they could play and talk for hours, and they grew to be very good friends. Best of all, the princess had someone to play catch with, and they never tired of tossing the golden ball to each other. That was the golden ball that had brought them together. The end. That was an entertaining story, and I like it a lot. But it also has a lesson. What did we learn from this story? Stop and think. Right. We learned that if we make a promise, we need to keep that promise. The princess had promised the frog that he could eat with them and drink from her cup and sleep on her pillow. But she wasn't going to let him do that. But her father said, "A promise made must be kept." And so she did keep her promise. That's something that we need to remember. If we promise somebody something, then we need to follow through and do that. If we promise to do our homework, we need to do it. If we promise to take the trash out, we need to do it. Because if we promise, we need to keep that promise. That's a good lesson to remember, boys and girls. Until I see you again, thank you.